Hi everyone, this is David Clausen, the TA, and I'm going to explain how to do the circular brick activity. So for the circular brick activity, you are going to have the table, and then we're on the table. We're going to give you an index card and about 30 sort of circular tokens. So you'll have an index card like this, and then you'll get tokens that are about this size. And you're going to ask the students two questions. So the two questions you're going to ask them is that how many tokens can they fit on the table without overlapping? On table, what's the most that you can do? So if this is like one section of the table, we want to have the tokens lined up so that they're not going to go over the table, and then they're not overlapping. And then how many to cover the table with overlaps to completely cover, so that there's none, so that all we can see is tokens. So if this is just one little section, we want to have none of these little gaps. So you got to put things over. So then mathematically, the way that you can see this is that there are you want to have all the for the confitting on, you want to have all the circles touching each other. And there are two ways that you can do the having all circles touching each other. So the first way to do it is sorry, 1 minute. So sorry, the first way to do it is to have this square arrangement. So you have them sort of in a square grid. But this is actually not as good as the hexagonal arrangement. And the reason that you can see that is just if you see that there is more space right here. And you can do geometry using 10th grade geometry to figure out that this area is less than this area. Probably the easiest way to see it is to see that this is like sort of a square versus this is a triangle, and then the triangle actually has less area in it. And then what they're going to do is they're going to estimate it on an index card that we gave them. And you can ask them, like, how could you use the index card to then estimate the table, and then expanding that from the table to like the room and to like all their middle school. So that's the way that you can estimate this. And then for the overlapping, you can also talk to them about what's the most efficient way versus this and this. So you'll want to sort of encourage them to think on their own and to explain how you know that this way is more efficient, or that this way right here is more efficient versus this way. So like asking them to do that and figure out how you get how you can cover it with the fewest number of squares.